I really feel like the Lord wants me to talk to somebody who really deeply desires a relationship right now. I know that waiting is hard, but settling cannot be an option for you anymore. When you gave your life to Christ, you chose to give your entire life to Him, and so therefore it's not about you anymore, it's about glorifying Him. And because our culture idolizes relationships so much, sometimes we lose sight of that. God cares about your desire to be loved and to have that romantic relationship. But when He looks at you, He sees the good works He has planned in advance for you to accomplish, it says in Ephesians. And so settling is no longer an option for you, because if you date and then marry the wrong person, it could derail you from that calling. I think about Esau marrying Hittite women. I think about Samson getting entangled with Delilah. It was selfish for Samson to choose Delilah, because while God did work in that story, and while he was able to still show his glory in that story, I don't believe that Samson was intended to be with Delilah, but he went against that. And we don't get to see what God intended to do with Samson's life because he got entangled with the wrong person. Relationships are more than just romance. It is a life partner that you are partnering with to glorify God in the best way possible. And so even your relationships are for the glory of God. So when God says no, listen, because God knows your calling and God knows their calling. He knows what He has planned for you, and He knows what He has planned for them. And sometimes I think we kind of act like the Israelites did in the Old Testament, whenever God keeps saying no, 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 and we keep complaining, and He goes, okay, I will give you a way to the desires of your heart. One of my mentors encouraged me to pray the prayer, God, please don't let me give in to the desires of my own heart. And so the waiting is hard, but I care too much about my future children to settle for a man who kind of goes to church, who kind of loves Jesus, who kind of knows how to talk about God. I care too much about the people who will be affected by me and my husband's future ministry to settle for a man who kind of knows how to pursue me. The standard is raised because I can glorify God whenever I'm single. I also believe relationships are for enjoyment, and if He is the great romancer, of course we're going to be romance with the right person. But what I'm trying to say is perhaps the reason God keeps saying no is not because He does not care about you, but because He cares so much about you, because He sees your calling. He sees that He is saving you from a future divorce from saying no, and you keep trying to open that door. And I'm pleading with you because I sense Him asking me to plead with you. Please do not open a door that He has shut. He has good plans for you. He heard your prayers, but you don't know the ripple effects it would cause in your life. So stop begging and asking and pursuing the thing that would make you settle, because He doesn't want you to settle. You're not settling by being with Jesus, because He is the great lover. I know it's hard. I know it's hard to keep your standards high, but do not settle when it comes to pursuing a man or woman of God. It is worth it. It is out there. And if you believe that God can do miracles, then you should also believe He can do this. I love you. Bye.